Hey guys, I'm Kaichu, and I just wanted to make a video out of nowhere as a decently long introduction to this new channel identity and show off my car as a little bonus. If you don't really care about me, feel free to skip to this time on the screen right now to hear about my car. So again, I go by the name Kaichu on the internet. If you've been subscribed to me or just seen some of my vids before, you'll probably know that I've had this channel for quite a while, and I started off making some crappy video game videos, but that sort of just tapered off as I started getting busier with school and work and just played games less often. By the way, you should like and subscribe for more content in the future. Anyway, for this channel, I'm mostly going to focus around automotive and or photography related content. And I may be making stories about individual cars, doing some vlogs about car meets, but I do have some plans and some ideas. My goal is to try to get at least one video a month minimum. Once I start getting used to the workflow and time management, I'll hopefully start to upload more often, so I look forward to that. So now let's get into the non-boring part, the car. This is my 2006 Volvo V70R. It has a 2.5 liter turbocharged 5-cylinder engine making 300 horsepower and 300 pound-feet of torque. This one is unfortunately a 6-speed automatic and it's actually going out, so hopefully I can find a manual parts car within the next year or so and do a manual swap. I love the paint on this thing. It's called Magic Blue Pearl. And it's dark blue in normal lighting, but it turns purple in direct sunlight. People don't really see it at first, but when the sunlight hits right, ooh, catches a lot of people's attention. Paint's not in the best condition at all, but when I can afford paint correction and the hood to be repainted, I'll definitely fix things up. But for now, I think mechanically fixing this thing comes before making it look like a show car. The engine is completely stock other than like an air filter, and I have no intentions of tuning this thing, honestly. For suspension, I have BC Racing coilovers. The rear's like a monster truck, and I'll need to have it lowered by some alignment guys because I have no idea how to work with multi-link suspension. The wheels are Rosenstein CRs wrapped in Hankook Ventus S1 Noble 2 all seasons. Unfortunately, the stock wheels were bent and they're super heavy cast, sort of crappy wheels. Even though they do look good, I decided to get an upgrade for flow formed. The exhaust is stock other than the resonator that's been deleted. Before this car, I used to own a 2007 Subaru Impreza, which was a rusty piece of trash that I somehow managed to blow up on the highway.
That's a hole! Fuck me!
I have made a video on that car before, and Crispy from Crispy Media actually reviewed it and roasted it, and I've unlisted it since then.
It was just a little bit too much for me. Not really my taste. This might be more like, again, don't take this as an insult, like TikTok taste maybe. TikTok taste. If that's not a thing, someone's got to make that a thing. TikTok taste.
But that review and criticism inspired me to try to get more practice and gain experience and trying to make videos like him. If you want to own a V70R or an S60R, you probably shouldn't. It's a nightmare to work on sometimes, like the PCB system. My friend and I spent 12 hours trying to replace that thing, but I think as long as you know how to work on them, or you know someone who does, you should probably be fine. Driving this thing is hilarious because people think you're like a 90-year-old driving a Volvo wagon, but then you send these moms in their SUVs to Gapplebees when they try to pass you. It's just so satisfying. 300 horsepower is not fast at all by modern standards, but I think it's fast enough, especially for a wagon. This car gets a lot more attention than I was expecting. Again, I used to have an Impreza that every 16-year-old has, and they're super common. So I would have thought this car, the V70R, would have been a bit more mature, which it is. but the amount of people who would come and talk to me at car meets, like, is that a V70R? It's a lot more than I expected, but I quite like it. I learn more things about this car from people who know more about Volvos than me, and I get to show off some goofy and cool stuff this car has as well. It's also just a quirky car. Like, for example, these rear booster seats. I don't know of any other car that has this built into their rear seats. I would show you around the entire car and show the quirks and features, but I'm sure Daddy Doug will eventually get to a V70R in the future. So, I think that's pretty much all I wanted to say today. Just an introduction of myself and what kind of content you'll be looking forward to, and a bit about my car and my hobby. Thank you so much for watching to the end. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell to get notified when I upload new videos. Feel free to comment what you'd like to see in the future. Hit me up on my Instagram and Twitter, and check out my portfolio to see some of the shoots I've done so far. And all those links will be in the description. Alright, thank you for watching, guys. Peace.